Thank you. I welcome you all to my channel. This is Wilson Gordon Ghana. If today is your first time on my channel, just please subscribe, share, and comment on my video. I would like to congratulate my youth of Africa and youth of Ghana, the youth of the whole Africa that keep on supporting the movement. Now, the advice which I have for you this morning is now we are heading to an election. It's left with maybe 7 or 8 months, then we will go to the post and vote. My advice to you, my youth out there in Ghana, particularly in Ghana, that go out there with your numbers and vote. After voting, come back to the house and sleep and wait for the results. If any leader, if any political leader come to you and bribe you that go and do something which is an eyesore, which will affect the country, which is an eyesore, which will affect your parents, please don't listen to them. From this ballot which we are going to vote, after this voting, I will encourage my youth to fight a position so that we can take over parliament, we can take over the ministry position so that we can develop. This is a fight which we must to fight, we the youth, which we must to fight, and the leaders should support us. Now we should give them bed for them to sleep. We are not enemies. We are not enemies. If you are from NPP, NDC is your friend. If you are from NDC, NPP is your friend. If you are from CPP, we are all one. We are all one. We shouldn't be enemies against ourselves. Youth, I'm advising you because we have some past leaders which they have left a legacy. We have a freedom fighters which they have fight for our country, and we have reached this tax. We have reached this age. So we should continue from there. I would like to show you the voice of one legend which we all cry and call his name, Nelson Mandela. I would like to show you the tongue. May his soul rest in peace, but the tongue of him hasn't died. So youth out there, listen to this legend and take something out of it, his video. Let me show you the video, and after we continue the video.
Welcome to America, Mr. Mandela. I'm Ken Edelman. Those of us who share your struggle for human rights and against apartheid have been somewhat disappointed by the models of human rights that you have held up since being released in jail. You've met over the last 6 months 3 times with Yasser Arafat, who you have praised. You have told Gaddafi that you share the view on, and applaud him on his record of human rights and his drive for freedom and peace around the world. And you have praised Fidel Castro as a leader of human rights and said that Cuba was one of the countries that's head and shoulders above all other countries in human rights, despite the fact that documents at the United Nations and elsewhere show that Cuba is one of the worst. I was just wondering, are these your models of leaders of human rights? And if so, would you want a Gaddafi or an Arafat or a Castro to be a future president of South Africa?
One of the mistakes which some political analysts make is to think that their enemies should be our enemies. That we can and we will never do. We have our own struggle which we are conducting. We are grateful to the world for supporting our struggle. But nevertheless, we are an independent organization with its own policy. Our attitude towards any country is determined by the attitude of that country to our struggle. Yasser Arafat, Colonel Gaddafi, Fidel Castro support our struggle to the hilt. There is no reason whatsoever why we should have any hesitation about hailing their commitment to human rights as they are being demanded in South Africa. Our attitude is based solely on the fact that they fully support the anti-apartheid struggle. They do not support it only in rhetoric. They are placing resources at our disposal for us to win the struggle. That is the position.
I hope you have listened to him, and we are all one. This is what we're supposed to do in Africa. This is what we're supposed to come. As a leaders, we're supposed to unite and think about the nation. We're supposed to unite and bring our nation to be powerful. Then no one can enter into our country without our laws. No one can enter into our country and take our laws that we don't have laws in our country. We must to discipline them, and they must to follow our rules and regulations. How can we do this? How can we achieve this? It's me and you, the youth out there. These leaders will come. They don't cry for the old ones. They cry for the floating voters. The floating voters start from 18. The fresh ones with they haven't voted before. Why is it that they don't go for the 60s? Because we know that we are many. We have our numbers, and we are powerful than them. So I would like to encourage my youth that you should calm down. This is the time for us to fight for our second freedom in Africa. This is the time we must to fight for our second freedom in Ghana. I will thank you again, and I will tell you that may God bless you all, make you strong, and make you open-minded youth. We shouldn't fight with ourselves. This video which I'm doing, some people will disagree with me, some people will agree with me. I know that to build a nation is not easy. To build a one love is not easy, but I know that the people out there, they will listen to the voice of the youth, they will listen to the voice of the leader of the youth. They will see that we are the freedom fighters. We are the future president. We are the future leaders. So I will thank you again. Keep supporting the movement. Keep the fire burning. The name is Wilson Gordon Ghana. I thank you all. May God bless you all. May God bless our land, Africa. May God bless our homeland, Ghana. Thank you. Bye-bye.